Hello guys, how's everybody doing? So the name of the game is relax. It is already yours. Okay? You have to remember that you are living in a quantum world. You are not living in a physical constraint world. You are living in a simulation. A simulation is a video game world. So to get what you want, you have to change your perspective or your perception. So when I say relax, it's already yours. Okay, Mark, why is it already mine? Because you are already entangled with your stuff. What you want, I got news for you. It also wants you back. That's right. You're set up what's called your attractor factor. Your attractor factor is your desires, your focus, your attitude, your perception. What do you think about the stuff you want? How does it make you feel? Anytime you think of something you desire and it makes you feel peace or good, it wants you back. It is actually searching for you. So you have to set up the correct link to bring it into you. You understand how this stuff is working here? So what is the fastest way, Mark? What is the best way for me to guarantee I get what I want? The fastest way or the best way to guarantee for you to get your goals and dreams or whatever it is you want to achieve is to change your perception of how those goals look to you. And what do I mean by that? Change your perception basically means, I'll give you an example. If you want a new home, if you want a new car, you change your perception through your imagination. And you change your perception by making it normal for you. In other words, it's like this. You know what? I deserve that new home. I deserve that new car. You know what? As a matter of fact, man, I've just seen myself driving my new car. As a matter of fact, I see myself in my new home. You know what? Let me take it a step further. I'm actually going to start to prepare to get my new home. You know what? I'm going to buy some curtains and put them down because I know I'm going to live in that home one day. You know what? Let me go buy my car steering cover. Let me buy a car mat. You know what? Because I'm going to be driving that car one day. The laws of physics says if you do this in layman's terms, you will get that. That's the simplest terms. The laws of physics says that. And here's why. Because the laws of physics says that when we put out intentions, our brain waves, they affect the field around us. They affect what we call the physical reality. They mold things into the physical world for you. That's right. You give off emotional energy. So brain waves are particles. These particles must always search for the matching particle. Remember, what is a particle? The best way I want to explain it to you. A particle is like a puzzle. You know pieces of puzzle? Remember you used to get those puzzle pieces and you put them together and they form a picture, they form an object or whatever it is. That's what the universe is. That's what all this stuff is. A particle is a puzzle. So all you're doing is you're having fun. You're putting your puzzle together to form a picture. But your consciousness does it though. So you're kind of watching as your subconscious puts these together. So what you do is, so a particle is a puzzle. So what the particle does, it looks for the matching puzzle that's already out there. So if you want the house or business, your business puzzle is there. So your brain waves go out, find one particle. Oh, here's the next business. It puts it. And then what happens, voila, it looks to you and I like a real thing, like an experience thing, like you get it. That's the beauty of this simulation. The beauty of this simulation is it makes us feel fully immersed. It gives us a realistic feeling. It gives us a realistic experience. But don't get it twisted. As real as it feels to you, it's still not what we call truly real. It's a dreamlike state. It's just a more concentrated, vivid, more immersed, dreamlike state, because we're interacting with our sensory input, with our nerves. So it makes it even more real. We're interacting with it with our brain and our eyes and the lights, and it makes it real to us. So the next time you're having difficulty, or you're going out and you're thinking to yourself, like, man, you're taking things too serious, you worried a lot about stuff, just remind yourself, wait a minute, I'm really worried about nothing, because this is all a simulation. I'm putting pressure on myself. My situation can change like that. It's up to me to do it by my focus and my perception. And the fastest way to change the game into your favor is by applying repetition. When you can repeat what you're doing, you're putting more energy into the field. And the more energy you can put into something, a structural field, the more it comes into your reality as an experience. So that's why you have to relax, because it's already yours now. So what you do is you visualize your goals, you keep in the moment, you relax, you watch it from behind the scenes, you follow your intuition. Of course, you're still going to get those confusing thoughts or those negative thoughts. And then also you got to remember what those thoughts are also, right? They're also a part of the simulation. They're not real as well. They're just your ego's way of being stubborn. And once you understand that, then you can kind of ignore that part where it doesn't affect you, and then keep your mind on what you want to come in. So there's really no doubt that you'll get what you want, as long as your perception of it is something that's moving you towards your goal. And when you change your perception of something, you change the thing. I think it was what Dwayne Dwyer says, right? Wayne Dwyer says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. That's a perfect example of quantum mechanics in a nutshell. I'll repeat it again. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. And why is that? Because it's a mirror effect. Because we change the particle, the scene. We're constantly rendering our scene, our movie. We're rendering as we go along. This applies to all the laws. The law of assumption, the law of manifestation, the law of vibration. What the law of assumption is just an expectation. It's the same. They all work. It's just different. They're the same laws, but they're just different ways we call them and we interpret them and we apply them. Yep, you can tell those thoughts no and redirect them to your energy. Yes. So this is the power that we all have, but we haven't been conditioned, or we learn to do these things. The I'll tell you something else now that will help you. So the name of the game, right, is rendering in the simulation. So the way for you to really hack the system or hack the matrix is about your vibration. All of us have core vibrations. Vibrations are basically what we're broadcasting out to the field. So the state, you want to get your vibration to be a neutral, peaceful state. You don't want to be vibrating too low every day. You know, it's not good. In other words, you don't want to be overcome with or crippled with fear, doubt, worry, and anxiety and all that stuff, because that's really going to put your field in something you don't want. So the name of the game is every day you have to be conscious and aware to alter your vibration, and you have to start doing habits, routines that will keep your vibration at a certain way. So that means now you have to adopt to do a new lifestyle. It's all about lifestyle now. So now you got to examine your diet, you got to examine your surroundings, you got to even examine the people you hang around with, you got to examine what you watch, you got to examine your quality of life. That will dictate what you will achieve. So this is no longer a fad, this is a lifestyle. Because guys, this is very important, man, because what I'm showing you is that if you can do this, then you can get the stuff you want, because that's how the world works. It works on our broadcast power and our broadcast frequencies. Most people don't know that. So if you look at the matrix, what we live in, it's primarily focused on keeping individuals at a low vibration. And when you're at a low vibration, you have the inability to really think and focus on your dreams, because you're so inundated with all the problems. You don't have time to go use the universe and manifest, because you're just stuck into all these problems. And that's by design. That's no coincidence. Imagine a world or a system where every individual will have the power to create his or her own life by whatever they want. That cannot be allowed in the matrix. It will collapse the banking system. It will collapse the economy. It will collapse religion. It will collapse everything will collapse. So the matrix is doing what they have to do, and you have to do what you have to do. See, these two people you're playing a game against the game. The matrix is going to keep their game solid. They're going to keep popping out those negative fear stuff in the media, because they have to keep their system going. You, my friends, you're going to have to play your game and go above their system. It's a cat and mouse game here, man. It's the old saying, player knows another player. Game recognized game. That's what we're in. We're in a game recognized game. The ones like you guys, the high chosen ones, you're the ones that game recognized game. Unfortunately, you guys are only about maybe 1 to 2% of the population right now. I'll go as far as maybe 10%, but that's on a good day. Chess, not checkers, correct. So you guys that are watching this, if this video finds you, you're one of the 1%, 2%. So imagine that means 90-something% of your friends and family, your peers, and the people you interact with have no idea about this. This is the real game of life. They're playing checkers, you're playing chess. I repeat it again. For you to get to that state, to be above the matrix, you have to have your vibration at a steady rate. That's why you feel so alone. Listen, I'm gonna show you something deep. Not only you have the matrix to battle against, guess who else you got to battle against? Guess who else you got to battle against? You got to battle against your own people, your own friends, your own family. You got to battle against 90% of the world's population. You already battling against yourself, but now you got to battle against the collective subconscious. You got to battle against the collective consciousness that the matrix has fed into people's mind. And give an example what I mean battle by that. I mean when you're out in the world and you know people are going to look at you different. They're going to say, man, why are you so chill? Why don't you get like hyped up, man? Why are you just over here by yourself? Well, yeah, you see what happened in the news? And he's like, nah. Then they look at you like, oh man, you're weird, man. Why you? That's the battle you're gonna have to put out there, because they are so in the game. The game is playing them. They're not playing the game. See, the difference is you are playing the game. Most people, the game's playing them. Yeah, someone says the Agent Smiths. Yes, so if you're new and you're watching this, I'm gonna show you again, I'm gonna repeat it. How to not let the game play you, and how for you to play the game to master it. So here it is. For you to play the game, to master the game, is your lifestyle. You have to adopt a lifestyle that will raise your vibration. The higher your vibration, the more you master the game. The lower your vibration, the game starts playing you. So I'll repeat it again because there's a lot of you just coming in here. When you change what you surround yourself with, when you change the people you interact with, when you change what you watch on social media, when you change the way you eat your food, when you change the way you think, when you change the way you feel, when you change the way your environment, when you go to different, that will raise your vibration. Okay, all right, Mark. So what are the you just mentioned all those things. So what are the things that we should do to raise our vibration? It's very simple. Here it is. To raise your vibration, to keep it at a rate of neutrality or flow state, you must develop the habit of always seeing things optimistically. You must always see the glass half full instead of half empty. You must always focus on things that will make you feel good. You must always visualize and see yourself achieving your goals. You must always use affirmations to impress your subconscious mind. You must always master your brain and reboot your brain with subliminal programming. You must always surround yourself with like-minded people on the internet. You must always watch products or programs that will get you to develop your mind. You must always seek new knowledge and information to empower your brain. You must always surround yourself to new empowering experiences. You must always surround yourself with things that will motivate you and see life in a different perspective. Those things will raise your vibration. Once your vibration is up, a whole new field of reality opens up to you. And this is physics. If you don't know this, let me teach you something right now. Everything operates through vibration and a frequency. Where you live, you're on a frequency. How you get to the frequency is through your vibration. So make it layman's term. Your vibration is the car, and the frequency is the world you want to live in. So if you get in your car and I say, okay, here's a city. This city is called happiness. This city is called sadness. So when you get in your car, you can drive to the city of happiness. When you get to the city of happiness, voila. You take your car, you drive to the city of sadness, you get to the city of sadness. Your vibration is the car. What do you need in a car to get you there? Gas, fuel. Okay, you can't have a car if the car can't drive. So you got to put the fuel to get the car. The fuel is your lifestyle. What you think, what you eat, what you watch, who you hang around with. That's the fuel. Now, if that doesn't make sense to you, let me make it even more simple for you then. Your brain operates every single day in these frequencies. Alpha, theta, beta, delta, gamma. That's correct. Every single time of the day, your brain is living in a different world. When you go to bed, your brain lives in a different world. You in the alpha/theta. When you're in a deep dream, you're living in a different world. You're in the delta and the gamma. When you're awake, like you are now, you're in a different world. You're in the beta, B-E-T-A. You live in that world for 14 hours a day. So it's happening to you and you don't even know it. So that's just something for you guys to download and use it for your advantage. So I'll see you guys again next time.